Welcome to Lady and the Fox. Today's going to be a multi-part videos. This is part one. So it's going to be pretty much like 15 years in 3 months. And welcome to the inside of our camper, caravan, whichever you want to call it.
What you can see of it. So we got our bed back here. It's very dark back there at the moment.
This is actually our second take. We actually already did do this video. But
in editing though, the amount of noise, the wind was just so horrendous that...
it was unusable, so it was like,
we're
let's
redoing it.
Redo it. So pretty much... where do we take off from?
Okay, so basically, as you guys know, we stayed at Killegal, if that's how you say it, Lagoon, and near Condamine, and after that, we did some house sitting. So after the house sitting that we did, we then took off to Jennings, which is right on the border of New South Wales and Queensland.
Yeah, Jennings is New South Wales, and Wollongara is Queensland.
Yes.
It's a border town, and it's a very quiet town. The two pubs, there was one in Jennings and one in Wollongara, both shut down when COVID happened, and sadly they haven't reopened, which is a shame because
that was a shame, yeah.
The Jennings pub looks like it would have been awesome, but anyway.
Yeah, so we stayed there for 1 week. And during that week there was a lot of rain, but we did manage to get out and go for a walk into the town. The general store that was in town, the guy was really helpful. We were trying to work out where the laundromat was because it was located online that there was...
yeah, Google Maps told us there was a laundromat.
Yeah, there was meant to be one there. So we're thinking, well, where is it? Because it was meant to be near the pub. And we're looking over there going, there's a lot of signs, and I think there was a lot of write-ups from the town people about COVID and what it did to their town, but we couldn't find the laundromat. So the guy popped out and he was just like, oh, can I help you guys with anything? And we're just like...
in a more manly voice.
Okay, yes, sorry. So anyway, long story short, he let us know that that had closed down, didn't exist anymore. Super duper friendly. And we actually also toured over to where the old, I don't think it's used anymore, it's a train station. And we took quite a few photos of it just because it just looked like such an old style train station, like real country. And I admired it, I thought it was beautiful. And so as I'm talking, you're going to be looking at the photos. Of that, James Fox, he actually got up and even took one of the photos you'll see there where it's broken glass and the camera's looking into a really nice big hole, and it's a beautiful setting. Well done with that photo. It's one of my favourites of all the ones that we took. The campgrounds itself, I found that a large amount of space.
Huge space.
Yeah, the toilets were clean and flushable. The only thing I would say though that it was actually kind of during winter, and with that being said, it was only one of those toilets where it's just metal, no plastic seat on it, so needless to say...
she got a cold ass.
No, I laid toilet paper down every time.
Well, I got a cold ass.
Yeah, TMI for everyone, but anyway, these things you have to deal with when you're travelling. And
yeah, we had a couple of adventures there. One of the things was, there's like a primary school behind where the campground is, and so every afternoon the bell would ring, and it must have been during recess or whatever, but we got to hear Taylor Swift, because haters gonna hate.
And that was for...
oh, sneezes. That was every day of the week, obviously.
Yep.
We stayed there for a week.
So we had to listen to it 5 days in a row.
And yeah, by the end of it, it drove us a bit nuts. So yeah, but there was a couple of adventures there as well. We had...
the backpackers.
Yeah, some German backpackers. They decided to go and camp, or try to camp their hire van in the boggiest part they could. And I didn't even realise, I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing, and he came over and asked if I could give a hand, and I looked over, and he's down to the back axles, and so far into the paddock it wasn't funny. So
I think I've got a photo of that, so that might be popping up if I do.
I tried to pull them out with as long rope as I could. The rope broke. I almost got them. I nearly got bogged myself. But the worst part of it was, not only did they park in the get bogged, and try to go through the boggiest part ever, they also managed to get bogged right in the middle of where plovers were nesting. So not only are you trying to get them out,
but you're getting swooped
by plovers every
5
couple of seconds. And so that was quite scary and annoying at the same time. But they were lovely people in the end. Some locals did help to get them out. I couldn't get them out. And yeah, they were nice people. Very a big English barrier, but enough to get by. And
they were really lovely.
Yeah, that was a bit of fun, but that pretty much wraps up Jennings, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
We did get to test the caravan in the
weather. Yeah,
so,
and actually that is one thing. We did discover one tiny little leak, which we have now fixed. But the wind picked up, it was raining, and this held up.
Yeah,
so
even with the awnings out, we've got King's awnings or XTM awnings, whatever brand they are. But you know the ones I'm talking about that everyone has on their cars. And they held up to 40-45k winds. So
yeah, it got a bit crazy, and
that was with really shitty guy ropes too, because I left half the guy ropes at home, didn't I?
Yeah. And actually the other thing about Jennings too, if you're worried about having to park on grass, there is a section there where it's all just bitumen. And it's quite large, that section, so you can just pull up and not go onto grass.
But yeah, we pretty much had the park. We had that campground most of the time to ourselves. There's only a couple of nights where there was other people, and when they parked, they were quite a distance away. They kind of
spaced out. They didn't try and come in right next to us, which was nice.
Yeah.
So after that, we were trying to work out where to go, and I was having a look on the Wiki Apps app, because that's what we use. Wiki Camps app. Oh my god. So anyway, we used that, and I saw Deepwater, the top pub there, and I thought the reviews were just wow. You know, it sounds like a good spot to go for maybe 2 nights, because at this stage we were still heading down towards Coffs Harbour to meet a friend, and I just thought, well, they've got showers there, really good reviews, and you can have a meal there, and at this stage we thought that could be a nice treat. So we headed on down there, and we got there, and I decided to quickly pop into the pub to find out whether there was a place where we needed to be parking, or whether it was a case of just park wherever you like. So at that stage I was given a piece of paper which gave a bit of a layout of where the showers were, where the toilets were. They have a toilet that stays open 24/7, just inside the pub, and yeah, we were able to park up. So, and then it just said that everything was free. We just had to leave a positive review. So at that stage, it became evident that the reason why there's so many good reviews to stay there is because you're asked to leave a positive review. My initial thought of the place was, well, pretty cool, but our stay there, what did it smell like, James?
Lots of piss. It smelled like piss. Where we got to set up our camper, it smelled like piss, like animal piss, like dog.
Yeah.
Or I doubt it is, but it might have been drunks from the pub after closing, possibly.
Yeah, but it smelled definitely almost like cats as well.
Yeah.
Just urine, really, really strong, to the point that even if you were inside your van, the smell was coming in. There are other locations where you can park, so but by that stage we had already started setting up, so we just went, no, okay, well, this is what we're tolerating. As far as it goes with the showers there, unfortunately I can't really say a lot that I would support that they are great either. Like, yes, it's hot water. If you're desperate for a shower, go for it. But the problem that I have with it is, and this is for men and women, and that's lack of privacy. There is one room that everyone walks into. You walk past showers to go down to the 2 toilets that are there.
And this is in the White House.
Yeah, in the White House.
Which, if you ever go there, you'll understand what I mean.
Yeah, and then the showers just have a pull-across curtain. So you strip off there and then you step into where the shower is. But when you're done having a shower, everywhere is wet, and the only place to really be able to dry off properly is stepping out from that curtain space. But regardless of that, I mean, you could manage it. It's just the fact that the only thing stopping someone from seeing you is just a curtain.
Yeah, so anyone can walk into that shower room. So
yeah,
you can't,
and all you
can't
need
lock
is
that door that goes in.
no.
So if you're in there having a shower, just say you're a single female in there having a shower by yourself, and you've closed the door, you think no one else is going to come in. Anyone could just walk in and walk past, go to the toilet and go back out.
And of course we're all going to have that paranoid thought of, oh my gosh, what if someone tries to peek through the curtain, like pulls it back,
yeah,
you know?
Or worse, you know, especially if it's a woman or a guy that's been assaulted before in the past.
Yeah,
I think
you're
it's just a little
the
bit
wrong
of a safety
person
concern.
coming in and doing something to someone that isn't, you know. So I think that I would
needs
probably
an improvement.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend that they upgrade that to add more security for people having a shower there. It's great that they offer it and it's free, but we now know of other places that also offer the same thing, but it locks up.
Yeah.
So I can't stress the importance of lockable showers.
The only other thing I'm going to say on that place, we stayed one night, we didn't stay two. We had one drink and we got a pizza to share for the night. That was $40. And
we almost had another drink though, which would have clocked it over that, but we decided that we'll just have a cup of tea in the van.
Yeah, and honestly, lovely people in the pub. Don't get us wrong, they were really nice people. They remembered your name as soon as they heard your name.
Yeah, good service.
But yeah, a bit. Do you need a drink? Do you need a drink? Do you need, like, they really pushed, which I
so
understand why they've got to make money and so forth, but at the same time, it's like, I'll get a drink when I need a drink.
Yeah,
You know,
I will say it, and to go a little bit more into that though, because I know that everyone likes to judge. We went in and just when we walked in like there was a group of people in front of us, and we overheard them saying that they needed to fill out a piece of paper, like just to register that they were there. And so we approached the bar and said, oh, we haven't registered. So I was given a form, but not registration form. So as we were there filling it out, we realised that we needed some details, such as our number plate.
Which I can never remember.
No, I can't remember that. So we didn't have a photo that we could, you know, enlarge on our phones. So James went out to have a look at what it was and then come back. And while he was doing that, I was just looking around. You know, I didn't want to drink or anything, but I was asked, I think, 3 times in 5 minutes if
not even 5 minutes, really.
Yeah, just the time that it took for him to step out, check the car and come back. I was asked about 3 times if I wanted a drink. Each time I had said no, and like that's a lot of times to be asked in just a short period of time. And I just felt at that point that it was a bit pushy and made it a bit uncomfortable.
Anyway, we'll leave that for that review of that place, I guess, and for this video, and we'll touch on just a little bit more of it, just cost-wise, in comparison to where we go next in the next video. So until you see the next video, which will be, we're doing it pretty much straight away here.
But I'm not uploading it straight away. You'll have to wait.
So yeah, that's us signing out, and we'll see you on the B-side.
Oh, whatever. He's crazy. Alright, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.